Hi, my name is Melanie Scott, and today we're going to be painting pumpkins. So the first thing that you want to do is pick out your pumpkin. Now, picking out your pumpkins is a very challenging task because there's so many. One thing that I like to think about is the perfect size. You don't want something that is super small, but these can be cute to paint. But you also don't want something that's super big. You want the perfect size, and I think this one is the perfect size. So the next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to wipe this off because it's kind of dirty, right? So once you wipe it off, you're going to let it sit to dry. Make sure that you don't paint it with the water on it. So now that our pumpkin is dry, I'm going to show you guys the supplies that you'll need. So first thing, when painting with kids, you always need washable paint. This is the one I'm using, but you can get washable paint from anywhere like Amazon, Target. The colors that I'm using is black and orange and green and white. So those are the colors I'm using today. And then also you will need a big sponge brush, and that's for the black paint. And then you will need 2 little round brushes just like this. And then just for fun, a little fine tip brush. And also you will need paper plates and probably paper towels and water. So the next thing that you'll want to do is start painting your pumpkin. So you'll take the big sponge brush and just dip it in the paint and just go in for it. You'll need 2 coats. For the very first coat, I like to just bring my paint all the way down and get on as much as possible, not worrying about these brush strokes, and you can still see the orange because we're gonna do a second coat. So this is what the first coat looks like after it's all dry. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes to dry, and you definitely want it to be almost completely dry before you start the second coat. So the second coat, you have to use a different technique to put the paint on. So just brushing it down still leaves the orange, which we don't want that, right? We want like a smooth, flat surface. So instead of doing that, we're going to dab it on. So we're gonna do just like this, all the way down.
Oh, what a big difference.
Yep. And now you have a more covered surface and it's not orange underneath. So it will stay textured like this until it dries, and once it dries it will be a flat surface. All of the air bubbles will be gone and stuff. But this is the best way to cover the pumpkin completely with the black paint. So once your second coat is dry, it should look just like this. The whole pumpkin should be covered and it'll look great. So the next thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna take these little round brushes, and I have my paint here. I have orange and white and green and black. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this little round brush and I'm just gonna place it on. Don't press down. You don't wanna press down because then it'll release air bubbles, and that's not really fun. So just kind of swirl it around a little bit and then pull it up. And there will be air bubbles, but that's all right. It's kind of inevitable. But yep, just like that. And then you're gonna take the orange, and then I'm gonna do one right here. And like just swirl it around. I'm gonna get some more paint on here. And just like that. So you can place them randomly however you want, and you can make them how big or how little you want them to be. But then we're gonna wait for those to dry and then add on our little details. So the next thing you're gonna wanna do is take just a fine tip paintbrush, and I'm gonna put on the eyes. So I just dip it in a little bit of paint and just put 2 little dots. And this is our little ghost friend here. And then this one right here is going to be a jack-o'-lantern, and he's gonna get 2 little eyes and also a mouth. So I just kind of do like a W shape. So I'm just going to take a little bit of paint and make a little W for his little mouth. And there you go. And finally, we have the little green stem for the little pumpkin. And I'm just gonna do a little drag like this, just to give him a little stem, just like this pumpkin here. So, here's our little pumpkin. I don't know what else to say. Oh, wait, hold on.